So the first thing you want to do is start off with an eye primer if you have oily lids or you have trouble with shadow staying on all day. So you just want to apply that to your lids, and this one is from e.l.f. It's really cheap, it's only $1 and it works great, so definitely recommend this. I'm just going to blend it out. You make sure you want to blend it under your eyes as well, so if you put a shadow under there or a liner, that will stay too. Okay, so now that you have that blended out, it's optional, but I would recommend putting another base on. I do this a lot because I have really oily lids, like I mentioned, and I'm just going to use this one. This is the Color Tattoo eyeshadow by Maybelline in the color Barely Beige. Looks like that. It's a really pretty color. And I'm just going to put some of that on my finger and blend it on my eyelid. And it's a really good natural base. And you want to blend that into your inner corners as well, because it'll really brighten them up. You want to start with shadow. So the first thing I will do is grab my Naked palette. Now, this is an awesome palette if you want to splurge on it, but I think it's a really good investment. If you haven't already seen it, this is the colors. And yes, I really like this palette. I use it all the time. I've had it for almost 2 years now, so I love it. But if you don't want to splurge on that, then some other great palettes from the drugstore that have similar shades. This is Shimmering Sands by CoverGirl. There's also Wet n Wild shadows are great. This is Walking on Eggshells. Similar neutral colors. Another really great palette is this Physicians Formula one for brown eyes. I don't have the exact name. This is some pretty beautiful colors in it. So yeah, those are some suggestions. The drugstore has some great eyeshadows, as you can see, but I'm just going to be using this for the sake of this tutorial. So the first shade I'm going to be using is Naked, and that is this light brown shade right here. I'm just going to take a fluffier flat top brush and apply that all over the lid. So now I'm taking a blending brush, this one's from e.l.f., and I'm just going to blend the color into all over my lid. Really lightly. You want to let the brush do the work, so don't press hard. Now I'm going to be taking another matte brown shade. This one is Buck. It's a little bit of a darker brown, more of a warmer undertone than Naked. And I'm just going to be taking a fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to apply that to the outside of my lid and working it into the crease. And I'll show you right here. Just outside of the lid to darken it a little bit. And I already did my foundation. If you want to see that, check out my foundation routine. I'll have it linked in the down bar. Now if you want to go back through and kind of shape it a little bit throughout the crease, that's what I like to do if I have the time. So I'm just going to tap the excess off, and if the brush is clean, I'm just going to go through and kind of blend it into the shape I want. Okay. So by the end, it should look like that. So this is nice as it is, however, I'm going to darken it up a little bit. So I am taking a more precise crease brush, also from e.l.f., and I'm going to be taking the shade Toasted, which is this light pink, purpley right here. And I'm going to take that through the crease now, lower in the crease. And I really like how that looks. So again, blending is key in most eye looks, so I'm going to blend that out with the same blending brush. I wiped it off a second ago. And just lightly blend it out. Now, you could leave that as it is if you are okay with that, or if you like it like that. A lot of days I'll just do that. It's really pretty and bright. However, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to kind of show you what I would do if I wanted it to be a bit darker. So I'm wiping off the same brush again and taking the smaller crease brush and going in with the shade Hustle, which is a purpley brown right there, right next to Toasted. And just on the outer portion, I'm gonna put this. So right here, I'm just gonna tap it to the outside of my eye. And now I'm going to blend it out. Like always, let the bristles do the work, do not press hard. I really like this eye look for school, especially in the fall and winter, because it makes me feel more put together and it's just a pretty look. So that's what the shadow looks like so far. I think it's really beautiful, but I am going to lighten on my inner corner again. And to do that, I am taking a flat shader brush. This one's from Eco Tools. And I'm going to tap that into Sin and Virgin. Mostly Sin though, this light champagne, and just apply that with the flat edge to my inner corner. Just up into both sides of the inner corner. So that is that. Now I am going to move on to my brows. So brows are really important. I'm just gonna kind of do those first, and then I might go back in with the highlight color in a minute for under my brows. I usually will wait for mascara and eyeliner until after I do brows, just to kind of get an idea of how I want to do it, depending on how my brows look, I guess, which may not make a lot of sense to you guys, but it's just kind of how I do it. I comb them out with a lash comb. That one I was using was from Eco Tools. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. eyebrow kit in light, and just a small smudge brush I use. I'm just going to swirl it in the wax and the powder. Just apply it to my brows. I have naturally very, very fair brows, but my hair doesn't really match that. My hair is darker for how white my brows are. So I like to fill them in. I feel like it looks a lot better. While you're at it, you guys can leave any video requests in the comments below. I'd love to read those and maybe fulfill some of them. I'm planning on doing a back to school supplies haul when I do get my supplies. Probably won't get them until later, just because I don't start school until the 3rd of September. So now that my brows are pretty much filled in, I'm just gonna go through them again with the brow comb, just so there aren't any clumps of anything. So I am doing that right now. So now I think I'm going to go in with a highlight shade. I'm actually taking this one from my Wet n Wild palette that I showed you earlier, the Walking on Eggshells, because I really love this highlight shade. It's not super shimmery. Like I find Virgin to be a little bit too shimmery for a highlight in my taste, but this one's a satin finish, so really beautiful as a brow highlight. I just put it underneath the middle of my brow. So now I'm going to move on to eyeliner. The first thing I do is tightline my eyes. This is just a black pencil I have with any black pencil usually. This one's from Almay. And I'm just going to tightline. And that makes a lot of difference, I think, especially for my eye shape. So sometimes I would leave it at that and just apply mascara. However, I am going to apply a little bit more eyeliner. So I don't like to apply a black liner to my waterline or my under eye area because I feel like it makes my eyes look super small. So if I am going to darken it up, I usually use a brown pencil. This one's I think in Taupe, and it's from Wet n Wild. So I'm just going to apply that to my lash line, not my waterline. So I really like how that looks. It's kind of a smoky look. And now I'm going to go on with liquid liner. I do this if I have enough time in the morning, so for the sake of this video, I'm going to do it, and this is the L'Oreal Carbon Black Linear Intense Liner. I love this liner. It's awesome. Oh my god, it's been a while. Okay, now I am going to curl my lashes and apply mascara just to finish off the look. Kind of move it upward. It looks really creepy on camera, but it works really well. Lifting your lashes and kind of locking them in place. I start with my Maybelline The Rocket, and I might layer mascara on top of it. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I just applied mascara and I am done with the look. So if you would want, you can keep your lips natural or apply some sort of lip color. I really like, I mentioned, no I didn't. I really like a lip stain. This one is in Nude Nectar by e.l.f. the marker. That is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Leave any video requests in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!